Hello 6th standard students. Yes, good. So today we are going to discuss geography lesson number 2, landforms, and part 1. Are you ready to listen this lesson, children? Good. Shall we step into the lesson? Yes. First of all, what is landforms? I'll write here, children. Just take a notes along with me. L-A-N-D-F-O-R-M-S, landforms. So what is meant by landforms, children? I'll write here. Look at here, children. What is landform? So landform is nothing but different physical features on the earth surface. Yes, children, on our earth there is a different physical features. So that different physical features what we are going to analyze in this lesson. Shall we go, children? Yes. Next, content of this lesson. Always we should go with the first content. Okay. Shall we see the content of this lesson? First, introduction. I told now, children, what is landform? Landform is nothing but a different physical features on our earth surface. So what are the different physical features that we are going to analyze in this lesson? So that is introduction. Formation of landform. Do you know, children, here there is a two important formation of landforms. Yes, I'll write it that. The formation of landform can be divided into exogenic process and endogenic process. Shall we spell it out, children? Good. E-X-O-G-E-N-I-C, exogenic, E-X-O-G-E-N-I-C, exogenic process. P-R-O-C-E-S-S-E-S, exogenic process. And what is number 2? Endogenic process. Spell it out. E-N-D-O-G-E-N-I-C, endogenic process. So here our formation of landform can be divided into exogenic process and endogenic process. What is that exogenic process, children? I think you know that what is meant by exo. Exo means outer. So exogenic process is known as on the outer surface on our earth. So that we can say that external process. So exogenic process is also known as external process. And endogenic process. Endogenic process is also known as internal process, or which is at interior part of our earth. So what we can say? Internal process. Yes, children, shall I repeat? Formation of landforms. So this formation of landform can be divided into two types. One is exogenic process and endogenic process. So exogenic process is also known as external process. External process which act on on the outer surface of our earth. An endogenic process which act interior or internal part of our earth. So we can say this endogenic process can be say internal process. Okay, so how we should understand easily, children? I'll give you an example, no children. First of all, we know that what is external organs and internal organs. Yes, our organs can be divided into internal organs and external organs. So what are the organs we can say for external organs? Like our eyes, nose, mouth, ears, hands, legs. So these are our external organs which we can see. Yes, which we can see. So how, whereas the internal organs, so what are the organs we can say for internal? Good, heart, yes, brain, our lungs, yes, kidney, liver, etc. So these are known as our internal organs which we cannot see. The same thing we should apply in our geography also, children. The process which act on the outer surface of our earth. So பூமிக்கு வெளியில நடக்கக்கூடிய process, அந்த process நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னா exogenic process அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். At the same time the internal part, so the process which act interior part of our earth, like inner part of our earth. So that process can be say interior or endogenic process. Understood? Yes, we can see elaborately in the content, after the content of this lesson. Okay, and then next, types of landforms. Types of landforms is, in this lesson we are going to analyze the 4 important types of landforms. What are the 4 important types of landforms? Yes, I'll write here, children. Mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys. So these are the 4 important landforms what we are going to analyze in this lesson. So say the types of landforms: mountains, plateaus, plains and valleys are the 4 important landforms. And next, landforms and people. So in this topic, no children, just we are going to analyze how does the people associate with their landforms. So these are the 4 important content as given in this lesson. So shall we recall this? Yes, first introduction, then formation of landform. So in this formation of landform, there is a 2 important types. One is exogenic process and endogenic process. And types of landforms, here the 4 important types of landforms, which is called mountains, plains, plateaus and valleys. So the 4 important landforms. And the final topic is landforms of people. Yes, how does the people associate with their landforms? So these are the 4 important content of this lesson. Shall we step into the lesson, children? Yes. First, introduction. In the introduction, now children, the question is why Earth is called a blue planet? Yes, why Earth is called a blue planet, children? I'll explain. Yes, our Earth is surrounded by 71% here, 71% of water and 29% of land mass. Yes, our Earth is surrounded by 71% of water and 29% of land mass. So because of this reason, we can say that our Earth is called a blue planet or water planet. Okay. Now, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Look at here, children. You know that hemisphere. What is mean by hemisphere, children? Already I told hemisphere means of circle. Hemisphere means of circle. So here that equator can be divided our earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, and that northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere, and also the southern hemisphere is called water hemisphere. How is it, children? Yes, I will explain now. Why our northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere? Do you know, children? Our northern hemisphere is covered 60% of water and 40% of land mass. So 60% of water and 40% of land mass. And whereas if you are going for southern hemisphere, this southern hemisphere 80% of water and 20% of land mass. Yes. So listen, children, the northern hemisphere is also known as land hemisphere because much space is covered by the landmass areas. Why? Because 60% of water and covers the 40% covers the landmass. That's why we are saying northern hemisphere is the land hemisphere. Whereas look at this southern hemisphere. Yes, 80% of water and just 20% of landmass. So because of this reason, we are saying that southern hemisphere, which is almost covered by water, and so that we are saying southern hemisphere is also known as water hemisphere. Is this understood, children? Next, our earth surface. Look at here, children. Our earth surface is uneven. What is mean by uneven? Not level. What is mean by uneven, children? Not level. It is not same. Okay. So our earth is uneven. Yes, which is made up of mountains, plains, plateaus, rivers, and then deserts, valleys, and glaciers. So everything. So it is made up of these things. So these everything which is comes under the physical features of our earth surface. So our earth surface is uneven, which is made up of these physical features. What are the physical features? Yes, like mountains, hills, volcanoes, plains, plateaus, glaciers. So everything. So these are known as, yes, physical features on our earth surface. Next, the formation of landform. So in the introduction topic, I just explained what are the two formation. Shall I write here, children? Exogenic process and endogenic process. So exogenic process is also known as external process, and endogenic process is also known as, yes, internal process. External process and internal process. Already I told, no, children? Yes. Now what we are going to explain about this exogenic process. First first exogenic process. So that exogenic process, what is the meaning for I told exogenic children? Exo means outer. So exogenic process that acts outer surface of our earth. Okay, for the example of these all which formed by the exogenic process. Explain about that exogenic process. I'll explain, children. First of all, what is mean by exogenic process? So process at outer surface on our earth is known as exogenic process. So எந்த ஒரு act வந்து நம்மளுடைய பூமிக்கு வெளியில நடக்குதோ அதுதான் நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்றோம், exogenic process அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். ஓகேவா? And also these exogenic process which also act or associated with the agents of denudation. Yes, what is mean by denudation, children? D-E-N-U-D-A-T-I-O-N, denudation. So what is mean by denudation? Denudation is nothing but wearing away of the earth surface. What is that? Wearing away of the earth surface. So what is mean by denudation? Denudation is nothing but wearing away of the earth surface. What is that wearing away? Simply we can say that erosion. So these denudation which can be done by with the help of 4 agents. So that agents who were that 4 agents? Yes, by moving water, by wind, by waves, by glaciers. Listen here, children. So first, what is exogenic process? So I told what is exogenic process. Yes, which the act which in the outer surface of the earth. Okay. Next, these exogenic process which act also associated with the 4 agents of denudation. So denudation is nothing but wearing away of the earth surface, or we can say erosion. So erosion nadakano appadina we need 4 agents. So with the help of 4 agents the erosion can be done, isn't it now? So name that the 4 agents. Yes, by moving water, by wind, by waves and by glaciers. Do you know what is mean by glaciers, children? Glaciers is nothing but in Tamil we can say for பனிப்பாறைகள். And English what we can say? The glaciers moss ice can move slowly to the valley. Yes, so what is mean by glaciers, children? Glaciers is nothing but mass of ice that moves slowly to the valley is known as glaciers. So பனிப்பாறைகள் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா அது வந்து மெல்ட் ஆயிட்டு கடைசியா அது எங்க போகுது அப்படினாக்கா valleys நோக்கி போக ஆரம்பிக்குது. So these are the exogenic agents. Okay, these exogenic process, yes, wearing away the rocks and produce the valleys and lowlands with the help of agents. I told no, children, 4 agents. Yes, with the help of that agents wearing away the rocks and produce the valleys and lowlands. And also these exogenic process act very slowly, children. These exogenic process act very slowly and it can be taken over a millions of years ago. For example, இப்போ ma'am, how does it is forming? Just you can ask a question, no, children. Valleys அப்படின்றது எப்படி ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது, எப்படி வந்து உருவாகுது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, just I'll give you a small example. How many of you people have went beach? Yes, most of them we went beach, no children. Like I'll give you a small example how just valleys are forming. Okay, see, when we were standing near the waves and near to the beach, நம்ம அந்த beachல மணலாண்ட நின்னுட்டு இருக்கோம் அப்படினா just assume that we were standing on the beach. So waves பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா waves are one of the agent that I told, isn't it children? So waves நம்மள நோக்கி just waves are coming towards to us, நம்மள நோக்கி வரும்போது நம்ம காலுக்கு அடியில இருந்து மறுபடியும் அது ரிட்டர்ன் போகும்போது we will feel like just we get into the shallow depression, just 1 feet of shallow depression. நம்ம நின்னுட்டு இருக்க கூடிய இடத்துல இருந்து 1 feet கீழ ஒரு ஷாலோ டிப்ரெஷன், அதாவது வந்து ஒரு பள்ளமான இடத்துக்கு நம்ம போற மாதிரி நம்ம ஃபீல் பண்ணுவோம். ஜஸ்ட் இமேஜின் தட். ஸோ இப்போ என்ன ஃபார்மேஷன் ஆயிருக்கு அப்படின்னாக்கா, லிசன் சில்ட்ரன், இதுதான் வந்து லேண்ட் சர்ஃபேஸ். ஸோ இந்த லேண்ட் சர்ஃபேஸில் வேவ்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா நம்மளுக்கு காலு கீழே இருக்கக்கூடிய மணல் அது என்ன பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா அப்சர்வ் பண்ணி கொண்டு போகுது இல்லையா. ஜஸ்ட் bringing that soil erosion, that is we can say that wearing away, yes, wearing away of the sand. So இது அந்த நம்ம எரோஷனை நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்து அது கொண்டு போகும்போது we feel that we get into the one step valleys, that is called shallow depression. அதாவது நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம்னா ஒரு ஸ்டெப் வந்து நம்ம கீழே போற மாதிரி நம்ம ஃபீல் பண்றோம். அப்போ இந்த இடத்துல இருக்கக்கூடியது இப்படி ஒரு ஃபார்மேஷனுக்கு நம்ம வருது. அப்போ இங்கெல்லாம் என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்னாக்கா a land surface. So இந்த land surfaceல இருந்து we feel just one step shallow depression, isn't it now? So this is the formation of valleys. This is a small example children. Okay, so next class we'll see about the endogenic process. Yes, thank you very much children and see you on next class. Until that, have a nice day. Thank you.